So check out the recent yard sale finds right here. These are some awesome bikes that I just picked up. First one over here, this is a miniature high wheel bike. I don't know, I'm not sure if it's real, if it's a reproduction, I don't know yet. We're gonna dig into it. Other one is a little Micro Power Products, small little compact foldable motorcycle, little mini bike. And the one in the back over there is a German bike. It's actually a motorized bike as well. I've got a whole bin just full of 2 different engines, some other parts. The thing was stripped down years back, and someone put it in a barn and let it sit for many, many years and never put it back together. So we picked that up super cheap, and we're gonna take a look at that one as well. So let's dig into these things and see what we got here. All right, this here is the Micro Power Products. This thing is this little mini bike. And this thing actually collapses. The handlebars here, they're pivoted, or there's some kind of a release on them that allows those handlebars to fold down. And they came with a suitcase, and you could actually put it into a suitcase and travel with it. The guy I bought it from was a pilot, and so he actually used it in his plane. So if he landed somewhere and he needed to go, across the tarmac or wherever he needed to go, he could jump on it and just, quickly get across where he needed to go. And apparently the suitcases are extremely rare. They're super hard to find, so this one does not have one, but if you know of one, let me know. Has I think it's a 1.5 horsepower Olsen and Rice. It's got a little engine on it right there, but you can see the big banana seat on it. Really cool looking bike. So when I saw it, I just had to have it, picked it up. But he claims he picked it up. The last owner says he bought it from some guy out of a flea market who claims that this was used in a circus. And again, this is all just a story I heard, so I'm passing it on to you guys. But the story goes that this came from a circus, and there was a panda that used to ride this thing around. And again, I have no idea if that's true or not, but that's what he told me, that's where it originated from, was a circus. And he ended up using it on his plane, and now I own it. So pretty cool looking bike. Let me know if you know more about these things, but from what I know, they are pretty collectible and pretty desirable. All right, here's the little miniature high wheel. This thing is super cool, and like I said, I bought it from the same guy that had that little Micro Power Products bike, and he had this one sitting in his house, and it was just gathering dust, and he didn't know much about it. He bought this, I believe he said, at a flea market as well. And the previous owner didn't know anything about it, so he picked it up and he had it, and then I took it and bought it from him. But I looked it up. There are miniature high wheels that are out there, and there are reproductions, and there's all kinds of stuff, and I can't figure out exactly what this is. But if we look at it in close detail, you can see here on one of the forks, I don't know if I can get lighting on here, but it does say U.S. Haim Company, Buffalonian number 622. And let me see if I can get in there tighter for you. Might need to get some better lighting. But right there on the fork, it does have an impression. And I looked that up, and that was a company back in the 1800s that made horse tack. So I don't know if the forks came from, parts and pieces of some old horse tack and someone just custom made this, or what that is. But I don't know, I think it's really cool. But some of the close-up details, maybe you guys know more about this. You can see some of the nuts and bolts on here. So I don't know if this is, it doesn't look handmade to me as far as, the spokes on here, but I could be wrong. Pedals. And you can see the tire here. And he did tell me this lantern, he added this. It didn't come with the bike originally. He just liked the look of it. So I looked these up. This is original. And that is a lantern. See all the inscriptions on that. But this is the rest of the bike. Comes down here. You can see the little miniature wheel right there. So again, it was pretty cool. I just had to have it, so I picked it up and took a gamble on it. Quite a big gamble on it, actually. So hopefully it's worth something, because I put a lot of money into it. And then finally, we've got this German bike here. So this is a Goricke? I don't know, can't pronounce it. It's a German bike though. I looked it up and it came with a small engine, and we'll pull those out in just a second. But you can see the condition that this thing's in. This thing's really rough. And so, like I said, the brother-in-law, he had pulled it apart and shipped it over and intended to rebuild it, but that never happened. So now we've got it, and we're gonna make some decisions here and try and figure out what to do with it. But you can tell that someone had repainted it at one time. This blue paint's just flaking off. It was originally black with a red pinstripe, it looks like right here. But this bike was pretty cool too, so picked it up. Looks like it has most of the parts that I can tell. The fenders are here, front and back. But that's what that one is. So let's dig out the parts and let's see what we've got in there. So like I said, there's a whole tote full of parts here. And first up is this extra wheel, pretty bad shape, pretty rusted. This spoke right here is pretty messed up. Missing one up here as well, but got an extra one. Just a tube and an old tire here. So there's the fuel tank for it. Nice and rusty. And here inside there's all kinds of good stuff in there. I don't see any holes except for this plug here. Missing the plug. So everything's intact there. Kind of cool looking tank. All right, here's engine number one. This is made by Sachs Motor apparently. And I just don't know much about it. You can see the condition this thing's in. It's really rough. Might make a kind of pretty cool will it run video. I don't know, maybe we'll just try and get the engines running. That might be neat. But you can see there's all kinds of dirt and grime. I don't know much about the engines. There's a serial number on there. It looks like 134009. I don't know. Maybe you know more about it than I do. Hopefully you do. Looks like there's some extra parts and pieces off of other engines as well. I guess that would be the carburetor there. So anyway, we'll see if that'll turn over by hand. Looks like maybe a chain guard or something on there. Let's see. Got Sachs Motor logo there on it as well. And we've got something else. I don't even know what this is. It's probably just some kind of decorative piece that goes on the frame somewhere, I'm assuming. On the back. Engine number two. Again, it's another Sachs engine. It looks like it's the same. Let's see. Can I do the same? They're a little different actually. Maybe we're missing a cover off here, I don't know. But you can see there's this. Yeah, it's got the carburetor on that side, unless, yeah, you know what, it's just turned around, that's all it is. So these two engines, they actually look the same. We're missing the cover off of this one here. And let's see if this one's got a serial number on it. Yeah, that one does not have a serial number where the other one did. Oh wait, what do we have here? There's some kind of tag on here. Let's see if you can see that in there. It says Fitchel and Sachs, AG. Can't read the rest, but it's a motor number of 134009, so we actually saw that already. That was stamped there as well. And then this one, here we go. Same thing, but this is motor number 680131, it looks like. So, interesting. We'll try and get these things to turn over by hand. Oh, look at that. that one's actually turning. Let's check this one. That one feels locked. This one turns over. This one feels locked up, so we'll dig into those later though. Ah, there's the cover. Looks like this probably goes on, or maybe not. That is actually a totally different motor. This is motor number 418630. What was this one? So it looks like there's multiple bikes in here, or pieces off of multiple bikes, I should say. So, yeah, some trim. And then this is a tube. And it opens up. Maybe there's something cool in here. Let's see. Nope. Empty. Oh well. It's unfortunate. Nice and rusty. I don't know what that's for. Extra pedal. Look, another tube. Let's see if we get lucky on this one. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. There's some kind of wiring on there. I wonder what that's for. Huh. Empty as well. If you know what those are, let me know, because I see there's a wire on there. I don't know what that would be. Huh. Headlights. That's cool. Check that out. Some looks like tail lights or something for the bike. See that? Bad condition. Missing all the inside and internals there, all the plastic. This looks cool. What's this? A Bosch. Looks like a speaker. It's got a wire hanging off. No, I think that's a horn. It says Bosch, Germany, Importe de something. And then FD6C S46. So that looks like it's a horn. Interesting. Oh, check this out. That was a horn. That's in poor condition as well. Another headlight. Oh, right on. We got a new seat too, or an extra seat, I should say. That other one on there is in pretty bad condition. This one's not bad at all. So hopefully that's the correct seat for the bike. Oh, that's neat. Check that out. Some exhaust, some muffler for it. Pretty cool design. More engine parts. Looks like a carburetor for that second engine. Yeah, I believe that's the carburetor. And no idea what that's for. Maybe exhaust? No, it wouldn't be exhaust. I don't know. I'm not sure what that one is. Another pedal, part of one. Here's the chain. Another headlight. The wiring is completely gone. Look at that. Just disintegrating. Brake cable. And oh, that's cool too. We've got a little brake system here. Drum brake, it looks like. Throttle lever. We got nuts and bolts and brackets. What's this one say? Can't read that one. Maybe you know what that says. Looks like torpedo. I think that's what that says, is torpedo. TOR, maybe. Sachs torpedo? I don't know, maybe. That doesn't look like it belongs. Some kind of switch here as well. Another pedal. Oh yeah, oh, good stuff. Look at all that. So this is one giant pile of parts to try and reassemble on that bike. I have no idea where all that goes. I'm sure I could take the time to figure it out. I just don't know if I have enough ambition to take this project on. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Is this bike worth much? If it's worth quite a bit of money, I'll probably put some time into it. If not, I'll probably sell it off to someone else that wants the project. But this one, like I said, one of those engines does turn by hand. The other one feels locked, but that's just a really quick, assessment of it. So anyway, there's all the parts. It'd be kind of a cool project to do. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, though. Well, I'm counting on you guys to know more about this stuff than I do. So hopefully someone out there that's watching can give me some answers on these bikes. I'd love that. That little miniature high wheel back there, that thing is the one I'm really curious about. Let me know what you know about it in the comments down below. And this little Micro Power Products bike up here, that little motorized mini bike up there, we're gonna do another video on that. We're gonna get that thing running in the future. And the one in the back, the German one, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do with it yet. Might just sell it off as a project to somebody else, because that thing will take a lot of patience and a lot of time to put back together. But who knows, we might dive into it, we'll find out. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.